I have always wanted an episode from the 2012 entirely dedicated to the cornerstone of this show, the mutagen. It would have been amazing to see it from the Kring's perspective, where they show us how the mutagen exactly works. The ooze is a glowing cyan blue biosubstance that serves as an biochemical weapon. This is the description given us from the series, but how we see through the episodes and seasons, there are different ways to react to this. But before we start, I just wanna say hi and remind you that if you want to help me, it's fine to like this video and subscribe. Thanks. There are 3 rules that you should know before we enter in details. Rule number 1. The ooze transforms your body into the last animal you have touched. It works different for animals that mostly just get bigger, but if they enter in contact accidentally with a human, their body can change as a humanoid form. Rule number 2. If recently your body didn't touch anything, there are different ways the ooze reacts. You can turn into a blob, but we're still not completely sure about the effects in this case. Rule number 3. In the 2012 version, the mutagen can also mix living bodies with inanimate objects like trash or, well, I don't know how to call Bebop's technological things. Now, I want to separate humans mutants like Splinter, Xaver, Shredder from animals mutants like the turtles, Slash, Pigeon Pete, and we're going to start with humans' reaction to the mutagen. For everybody, it's the same process. You come into contact with the ooze and your body immediately transforms. The second step splits humans into groups, actually. The first one maintains the mental clarity. I'm talking about mutants like Splinter, Bebop and Rocksteady. They remember who they were and who they are. They stay the exact same on the inside. And the second one, actually it doesn't. But for some mutants, as I said before, this is just a phase. I am talking about mutants like the very first 2 villains for the turtles, Spider Bites, Snakeweed. They do remember who they were, but the ooze clouds the mind and common sense. It amplifies emotions to an extreme degree. It's the same that they have done to the Manhattan hero, Machman. He immediately wanted revenge to turtles, losing passions and his common sense. Also, it has nothing to do with it, but I love the relationship between Machman and Abel, which is like his cousins. Really fun quote to Pinocchio. But for some humans that get animal body, I've noticed a thing. Even if they maintain their mental clarity, they start to have some little animal instincts. Just think about the Splinter, who is scared by the cats and apparently starts to like cheese more than he ever did. There are others like Spuckster, who doesn't start to like droppings, or at least I've never seen it, or Xaver, Bradford, they didn't change attitudes. Now we're moving to the worst effects that a mutagen can have on humans' mind. The total reset of mental clarity, just what happened to Timothy, Kirby, Karai. These little mutants especially are the perfect example for this category. They lost the human part and the animal that they turned in has taken mind control. They don't remember who they were, their friends or family. They can actually snap out of it through external stimuli like April's voice for Kirby and Leo's one for Karai. But there's still one category and it is entirely occupied by one single character. I am talking about the Shredder. Oh no, I'm not talking about this Shredder. I am talking about this Shredder, the Super Shredder. He's the human which had the worst mutagen effects on his mind. In a nutshell, he went crazy. After the mutation, he became a total psychopath, completely obsessed with revenge. He was a lot like Machman or Snakeweed, but elevated to the extreme level. These are probably the effects of mutagen overdose, because after a while he didn't even change physically, he just became more and more psychopath. There is even a theory based on rare mutagen effects. Remember when the turtles used it on Super Shredder in the final battle of Owari? It apparently didn't work, but it could have worked, because before the battle all that he was able to see was just revenge. And after that, when Leo talked to him, he hesitated for a moment, showing that little human part that had returned.
Destiny! You're a monster! A demon! Is that your destiny?
No.
I really like this theory, it's pretty cool, you know. Let me know what do you think about this down in the comments. I think it's also funny that Amaro Yoshi and Rokusaki represents the best and the worst effects of the mutagen. Before we dive into the effects on the animals, I just want to say a little thing. For those paying close attention, there are a few mutants that I haven't mentioned yet, like Tiger Claw, his sister Alopex, Mondogecko. I just do not include them because we actually are not able to know if they've changed because of the mutagen. If you think about this, we never saw them as humans, so we just don't know. Similar to Rockwell, we don't know how exactly he had reacted to mutagen because Crank's experiments may have damaged his mind, so we don't know if he was like that because of the mutagen or for Crank's tortures. So, to sum it up, there are 4 categories. Category number 1, total control of mind clarity. These humans stay the exact same in the inside. Category number 2. Lost of common sense. These mutants are completely overwhelmed by the emotions. Here are humans that are lost temporarily the mental clarity. Category number 3. Animal instincts take control. Humans in this category are not humans anymore. They can even talk. Category number 4. Total psychopathy. Mutagen overdose damages the mind. After the mutation, the mutagen becomes unrecognizable from their former self. Now it's animals' turn. For the majority of the humans, use effects are terrible, but this changes for animal. Of course, there are still some bad cases, but it's just for some of them. Animals' body can change into humanoid just like what happened to the turtles. They are capable of complex reasoning, which underscores the human side. They can comprehend difficult concepts like emotions, making them, for all intents and purposes, highly intelligent creatures. The turtles were the luckiest among animals, but I think it's also because of Splinter. Other mutants stay the exact same in the inside. They don't develop any complex reasoning, just get bigger like Chimera, Squirrelnoids or Cockroach. Just like with humans, even animals can be overwhelmed by emotions. I am talking about Leatherhead, but he's not so dangerous because he has shown he's able to control himself, unlike the worst animal example, Slash. It is like Shredder, he went crazy, attacked the turtles and all he could see was just revenge. Oh, wow, actually Shredder and Slash are more similar than I ever thought. But we don't have to forget that he grew up with Raphael's injury, and once he calmed down, he blames the mutation, saying it went who he said.
You got a problem with that, Leonardo?
You attacked us! You tried to destroy us!
I wasn't right in the head then. It was the mutagen.
These are the animal categories. Category number 1. Human traits development. These mutants are the most similar to humans, not just physically but even mentally. Category number 2. Just a bigger body. There is not much to say here, they remain animals. Category number 3. Emotional damage. Sometimes can lose mental clarity because of the emotions but still have human traits. Category number 4. Total psychopathy. Maybe it was just too much mutagen for the turtle? Don't know, it's better to give him the benefit of the doubt. Hey guys, this is me from the future. I was just editing the video and then a question came into my mind. I was just wondering if I missed some mutants, because to be honest, I think I mentioned them all, but it may happen that I forgot some of them, so if it didn't happen, let me know in the comments. Thanks. So guys, this is the end of the video. Really thanks for watching me, I really appreciate it. Remember, if you want to help me, hit the subscribe button and like this video. I'm sorry, I still don't know how to do an outro, so I'm just looking at you for the next 3 seconds, I guess, more or less. Yeah, I think it's good. Subscribe.